Hi guys, it's Mercier. So this week I'm going to show you guys how to create my everyday makeup look using my favorite products on the market. Sure, I tend to use different things from day to day, but these are the products that I love the most. Some of them are high-end and some of them are drugstore. So nice combination of the two. It shouldn't take you very long. It takes me about 20 minutes to accomplish this look, mostly because I'm distracted by different things that I'm doing. I'm usually watching a Hulu show or something. Anyways, yes, so it's pretty simple. If you guys want to learn how to achieve this look, then just keep watching.
I always start off with a squeaky clean face. Once I've made sure of that, I moisturize my skin. I've been using Milk Cosmetics cooling water for a couple of months, and I absolutely love it. It's cooling on the skin, especially if you keep it in the fridge like I do, and that coolness helps wake me up. When I first tried this product, I didn't like it because it left my skin sticky to the touch. But I later learned that if I massage it in and allow it to sit for a couple of minutes, that stickiness thankfully goes away, and my skin sucks up all of that hydration. I'm sure you guys love that sound effect. Now, let's move on to primer. I typically use two primers. The first that I will be using today is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. As you can see, you don't need much of this, just a pea-sized amount, and then you just massage it in. It's oil-free, which is great because I have combination to oily skin. It blurs fine lines and pores and helps me have the smooth canvas that I need when doing my makeup. Now, who wouldn't want that? The second primer that I will be using today is the Becca Backlight Filter Face Primer. Once again, I only use a pea-sized amount. I like to use this to give me that extra glow from within, even though I'll be highlighting later. I like to put this on the high points of my cheeks, my forehead, my nose, and my chin. Once I have placed it on all of those areas, I massage it out and look at that glow from within. On to my lovely dark circles, my nemesis! To cover these puppies, I use Urban Decay's Naked Skin Color Correcting in the color Peach. And it does a great job at masking them. Once I have the product underneath my eyes, I use a damp beauty blender to blend it out. And now you would never know that I have dark circles. Magic! Most days I don't use foundation. So I thought since I'm doing my everyday makeup look, I shouldn't either. Instead, I normally use concealer. I have two favorites that I will be using today. The first one is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. I start by doing backwards triangles underneath my eyes, a line down the bridge of my nose, a bit on my cupid's bow, my chin, the sides of my mouth, and another backwards triangle on my forehead. And out comes the warrior princess. Time for some blending, and I mean lots of blending. I want to make sure that this color seamlessly transitions to my skin tone. I'm starting to see a pattern now. I typically use two products for each step. You don't necessarily have to do this, but for me, this is what works. To further brighten my face, I use a bit of my other favorite concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Light. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, I'm sure you've heard of this on another channel. I lightly dot this on my face in pretty much the same places, and then I blend it out again. Just remember, the more you blend, the better it looks. After I finished blending, I set it with Laura Mercier's translucent powder. I don't know why, but I always get tongue-tied every time I say that. I just tap a bit of this on the lid and use my brush to brush it on all of the places that I put concealer. Once that's done, I put the excess back in because this stuff is liquid gold. Okay, so now I'm looking a little pale. So it's time to add some warmth to my skin with some bronzer. The first of the two products that I will be using is the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I use this to slightly contour my face, but mostly I just brush this in a 3 formation on both sides of my face. I then do the same with their Butter Bronzer. This stuff smells like summer, and the combination of the two bronzers gives me the natural bronze look that I love. On to my favorite step of all, blush. I'll be using e.l.f. Cosmetics blush palette. But which color? I think this rosy pink will do the trick. I really love this palette. It's inexpensive and the blushes are quite blendable, which is wonderful. I brush this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it in a C formation towards my temples. I like to do this because it diffuses the color and makes it look really natural. I then use whatever I have left over on the brush to pat my nose, forehead, and my chin. I was going to include how I do my eyebrows, but this video is getting pretty long, so I'll leave that for a separate video. So now that I have eyebrows, we can't exactly leave our eyes bare. For this, I keep it as simple as possible, and I use a product that I used earlier. I actually use the Physicians Formula Bronze Booster. I just use a blending brush to put this on my crease and blend it slowly down my lid. This way, it diffuses into a lighter color, starting at the darkest from the crease and working its way down. I like to do this because it's really simple and it looks really natural. So now that we have finished our eyes, let's move on to highlight. For highlighter, I'm going to use the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. It gives me that natural glow from within that I absolutely love. I place the highlighter on the high points of my cheeks, my nose, my cupid's bow, bit on my chin. I also like to put this on my eyelids because they appear more glossy, and that's a look that I really like. And along my temples, right above my eyebrows. Time to set it and forget it. For this, I use Urban Decay's All-Nighter Spray, which helps my makeup last the entire day. I always make sure to spray this before doing my mascara, or I'd end up with mascara spots all underneath my eyes. For mascara today, I'll use Benefit's They're Real Mascara. This just helps my eyelashes look natural, and in the process, it lengthens them. Whew, I feel like I've been talking for hours. To finish this look up, we just need a lip color. Although I change it up a lot when it comes to this, my go-to lippy is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color in the color Forever. It's a nice nude color that seems to match everything. It doesn't necessarily dry completely matte, but I like that because it isn't too drying to my lips.
And that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions as to things you'd like to see in the future, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that red button, which I believe is right there. And you'll be part of the Mercier family. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Kisses!